my friends, how's everyone doing today? Welcome to my channel, Turquoise Dreaming. This is Sheree, and I'm here to share my newest project with you and get started on making some pages. This is the next journal that I was going to work on, or that I am working on. I showed you this cover from the covers from my closet, that I have a stack of book covers that I've used the pages and just need to use the covers now. And so this was one of them, and all I had on this particular one was the front cover, and I had to make a back cover. So this is what it looks like and I showed you the fabric I was going to put on the spine. So that's the cover, just as a reminder. So cute. Sunny Days, a book for small children, and it's a very old cover. As you can see, it looks like a very old cover, maybe an antique. So here is the spine fabric that I showed you. And then this is the back cover that I made out of nothing, from scratch. So this is the paper I chose to put on the back. If you look, it goes well with the colors in this tree, the green colors, and the overall look of the cover, of the front cover. And this paper, this is cardstock, and it was naturally distressed here. That's how it was made. So I thought that was really cool. And then the inside looks like this. This is the original paper here that was on the inside of that front cover. And this is my new paper here on the back cover with that same scrapbook paper. And the fabric, I think it all looks really pretty. And there you go. It's a 1.5 inch spine. And this journal is going to be, the size is just under 6 inches wide, just a little under. And then the length is almost 7 3/4. So it's about the same, well, I think it's a little smaller than a little golden book, like a standard size little golden book. Just a little smaller on, the length and especially the width, I think. But anyway, it's barely. So what I thought I would do is I'm going to pick out 2 papers from this Tim Holtz cardstock, because I like to cover my signatures with cardstock, and I thought this would be the perfect paper to choose something from here, because it's a lot of vintagey looking papers in this paper pad. Tim Holtz, like I said. So let me see if there in fact is anything in here. I'm picturing neutral colors, and so I don't want anything really colorful, but it can have some color, like this one I like right here. Okay, here's one. I like this one. It has a lot of color, but the cover has color. So it has this kind of smoky blue or grayish blue, some red, and it was probably brighter, a little bit brighter colors when it was brand new, right? And this green in the tree. So I think this would be pretty, and it would go along with the red. So I'm going to pick that one. And I don't think I can get more than one out of there. So we need one more. Let's see, this one's nice. And it has some blue on it. And this side looks like this. Let's pick that one, and let's just see if there's anything else. Now I like this one a lot. Here, this is, it says parcel post rate chart here at the top. And this is what this one looks like. I think I actually like this one too. Wait a minute. I need one. I like to put, cardstock in the middle of the signature too. So actually I do need 4 pieces, don't I? I forgot that I needed more, not just 2, but 4 pieces. Let's see what this is little cut aparts. And let's see, here's another blue. Is that the same one? Yes. And I also could get out if I didn't want to use, I didn't find another one of these, but she has a lot of these cut aparts in this paper pad. This is like large cut aparts here, 6 by 6. Here's another one. Let's see what this is. This is looking good here. Oh, it's the same one. I keep liking the same ones that I already picked out. Okay, there, I got that one. Oh, I like this one too. Okay. These two I like a lot. And so, yeah, I think I'm going to stick with those. These colorful ones, they're not, I like the pattern on this side, and I like this side too. And it really would go with this journal. It's got the reds and greens in there. And why not? I think they'll be fine. And my other option that I would, if I didn't find 4, I would get out my atlas and get an atlas page, because that paper is really thick, you know what I mean? It would be great for also this, what I'm doing right now with the signature cover and the middle of the signature papers, to have like pretty papers in the middle. I think these are going to be my middle, these two with the color, and I can put that color in the middle, and then these two will be the cover of the signatures. So since these are 12 by 12, I can just, I love a cover that's like 6 inches wide, because it really makes it easy on me using 12 by 12 papers. I can just pretty much fold them in half, and maybe have to cut off a sliver off the side, and then make pockets on the bottom. So let's see how that does with the, yeah, we're just going to have to cut a sliver off the side. And so let's do that. This is, like I said, these colorful ones are going to be the middle. Let's cut these a little bit and get these ready. And then I'm going to show you the other papers I pulled out. I pulled out some papers that I haven't used in books and things, that I haven't used in a good while, plus some coffee dyed paper. So, okay, there's one, and this is going to be another middle. And I'm putting this colorful part, this more patterned, colorful part as the middle. When you get to the middle, you see this pretty paper. So that's one middle. This will be another middle. And then these other two will be the outside of the signature. And then we just need the inside pages. So let's cut a little sliver off here. I'm not even cutting off 1/4 inch at the moment. We'll see how it all comes together, but these are going to have pockets, and these are going to have pockets, so I can fold at the bottom and not make too much scraps. Let's see. So I think I want, let's see. Trying to decide which one I want to start. I think I'm going to have this one start, the first signature for the moment. I can always change things around completely before I put it together. But these are going to need a little, they're all going to need a little sliver off the side, because they're just a little bit wider than the book cover. And this one too. Okay. This one has little globe patterns on it. I don't know if you can see that. Almost like you would see on a airline ticket or something, or on an airline advertisement from like a retro airline advertisement. I can picture that on like Pan Am or something. One of those that's gone out of business. Okay, so those are folded in half. I'm just going to leave them for the moment and show you my other papers real quick before, and see if we have any time to work on papers. But inside, for the inside pages, I pulled out, this is coffee dyed pink lined paper. Got a couple of those. This is coffee dyed composition book paper. And I love how the blue lines came out on this one and made these blue shading areas, or blue shaded areas. So I've got a few of those pulled out here, all with a pretty blue. And here's my coffee dyed paper. I've got a couple of grungy, and a couple of what I call regular, grungy and regular. And then I've got this is avocado dyed music paper. And then this is something I haven't used in a while. I want to put some of these in here because I've been thinking about these books. They're called Facsimiles of Chinese Old Masters. And they actually, this is actually the cover, and it opens like this, backwards. See, this is the back, and see how it is? That's actually the back. So it's actually the way, I think the way they do their papers and books. they open from this side. And this is really neat, kind of like onion skin type paper, or maybe it's even, I don't think it's really rice paper, but it's a thinner paper. But look how cool these pages are. So I got that. I've got a couple of those. I've got a work basket. I've got a couple of these books is what I'm saying. I found at a thrift store one time. And this is a work basket. Wouldn't mind pulling out a couple of these pages to put in here. And this is just some random pages. I had these all together. This is from an old math book or some kind of educational book. Well, this talks about the months of the year. And this talks about using the word I. Oh, here, it must be from this. Here's the cover. That's cool. Look at that. Does it have a date in here? No, I don't see a date, but very cool. That could be a page. Then I have this. Oh, here's another one of these books. Oh, here's some more like educational book pages. Let's see. Put those together with that. And another, I've broken into this one a little bit more. Did I use the cover somewhere? I don't know, I don't see the cover. But yeah, here's the back. And then here's the pages on this one. Let's see. These are still together. Very cool though. I guess you could color those or paint those. But very pretty. Okay, so that's another one of those. Then I have a very old telephone directory. 1957. And has nice big pages in it. I'm going to test these though to see if I can fold. I'll take one out, see if I can fold it and what I can do with it. But if I can, I would like to use some of these pages. There's all kind of cool pages in here, as you can see, maps, advertisements, and things like that. And then I pulled out, this is actually an old math book. Look at the orientation of it. It's kind of landscape. And then it has these nice pages in here. Isn't that cool? Very cool. I like this a lot. And I must have used a few pages from this at one time, but anyway, I haven't used it in a good while. So that's what I'm going to pull out, some of these pages. See if we can make some nice vintagey pages of paper in here. No, you know I don't use digital, so let's see. Let's go ahead and fold a couple of these. I need to get my template ready, so I usually will go ahead and fix up one of the covers of the signatures. So let's do that because I need to know what I'm working with here, what size I'm going to need. So I like a little leeway on the top and the bottom. So it's going to be, I've got a little sliver there just below the top of the cover. And then you can see where we cut it. Let's see if I cut it. It's really barely smaller than I might, let's see. Let me put it inside and see what it looks like. Yeah, I'm going to need to cut another sliver off there because it's not really fitting in. And then I'm going to need to, let me do that first. I need to know what size I need, right? So I always make myself the first page at least and get going with that. And this first cover is the best one because from here on out they get a little bit less wide because as you stack them they get a fraction smaller and smaller and smaller, so they all fit inside the cover. I'm going to fold this up. That's where I need to fold up to make the length correct. And then so go ahead and fold that up. And then see, that's a way too high. Way too high. So we're going to need to cut that off. But it's a nice pattern that I don't have to worry about being upside down when I fold this side up. And I want the pocket on the inside. So I'm going to need to cut some of that pocket off. Probably about half of it, really. Maybe not quite half. We'll see. Oh, I'm going to cut in between the globes right here, so I don't cut any of the globes off. So that'll be about half. Try to get a straight cut right there. So there we go. There's our cover, signature cover. And then I'll do my little triangle I like to do on the pocket. And there we go. Now we know what size. Let's try it out. Let's try it out real quick. Yep, that looks good. It fits inside. Let me see. It's like I'm almost squishing it to fit it inside though. So let me make sure. It really, I can't believe I could really need another sliver really, because otherwise, I don't know, it's barely fitting in there. I'm going to cut one more sliver because, so actually, if I count the slivers, I probably cut off, well, I cut off at least 1/4 inch now with all these slivers, maybe a little bit more. Let's see if I can cut through. This bottom part is 4 layers where the pockets are. Okay, now I feel like that's going to be probably perfect. Yeah, you can see it here on the front cover. If I put it right next to the spine here, right on it, got that much, but when I put it inside, you know, you've got the spine right there. So yeah, now let me try to show you. About like that. See that little bit, barely a little bit of extra there. I don't want it right to the edge, because it's just, it's a little bit dangerous doing that, for me anyway. I don't want it sticking out beyond the cover. Okay, so then we have, I'll do the other ones off video so you don't have to watch me do the same thing, but then we'll have this one. Well, not necessarily in this order, but I'll just cut a couple more here and show you what I'm doing. This one I'm going to just do like this, as far as the size, and yeah, I'll need to cut a little bit off of both sides on this one. So I'm going to have one of these for each signature. These pink coffee dyed papers. So let's cut the length. And then a little bit off the side here. And then I'll get my template and see how we did. Here's my template, so it needs to fit in here. So the length is good. It just needs another sliver. See that? I don't want my papers to stick out beyond here because I don't want them to get tattered. The reason I use cardstock is so the papers inside are protected. And then you have the nice cardstock to do whatever you want with, but it also protects the paper on the inside of the signature from when you're turning or whatever you're doing with it. Keeps those inside papers from getting tattered. Okay, see, now it's nice inside there. Perfect. It's the right size. Good to go to the next one. And let's do the music next. See how that works out. I'm doing music. I have 2 of those. And so this is some nice old music, vintage music from a piano book, I guess it was. Okay, well, let's keep this. Well, let's keep most of the music part. So let me cut off the white, or the blank, not necessarily white anymore, right? Because it used to be white. But this blank part, keep the music part. I think I'm still going to have to cut off more, but let's see. Let's see how we do. A little bit more here. There we go. Okay. Oh, this might be good. I think it's a little wide, though, from what I can see. And this is blank up here, too. So, about 1/4 inch, I would say. About 1/4 inch. And I'm just eyeballing my 1/4 inch. So that's going to be right to the edge or a little over. So a little bit more. Just so it fits inside that cover. And I have a nice straight cut pretty much. Pretty much. See now, as we stack, you know, I know most of you know, they kind of stack and that each one has to be a little smaller. That fits in there nicely. Okay, let's look at these. Right here, I've got, like I said, I pulled out two of those, kind of by mistake. I didn't mean to pull out two. This one looks like I've never used it. There's no loose pages in there. Let me put that to the side and use this one where I have used some of the pages. And there's some loose ones here. So let's pull some of these. Let's see, do I have any singles or are they all, these are all together. Wait a minute, let's see, these are all together. Okay, all right, let's just use this one then. And see how these come apart. Like I said, I haven't used this in a while. Kind of like, almost like a pad of paper where you can tear one off. And it's got some glue right there just holding it together. So I can kind of tear it off like a notepad. All right, good. That worked out well. And what I'll do is just fold these like this. And this one too. And I think these are really cool. This will be a good variety of sizes of pages. So let's see how they fit. Let's say if one was right here. I'll put one over here for later use, but oh, that fits in there perfect. See, it almost comes to the edge. So isn't that nice? I like that. Pretty. Here's one side, the other side. Okay, there's that book. And let's see what we can do with, let's look at the phone book real quick. And then I'm going to have to go get ready for work. It's morning. Let's see now. I need to not be choosy here or I'm going to take all day. Let's see if I can pull this one out here with this lady on it. Well, you know what, no, let's not do that. Let's get a different, like generic piece where it's just going to be text. That'll be easier to put in because it's going to be folded and you won't be able to see the picture really good anyway. So, I need to take a drink of my coffee. Oh, this is cutting really, like, easily right through, like, a bunch of papers here. I mean, if you remember phone books, I don't know if you, I guess we still get phone books, but our phone book here is so small, it's like, it's like nothing. But we don't use it, so we don't keep it. But phone books, I guess, are still made out of thin paper. So that's why I wanted to experiment with this and see if it was even going to be usable. If it's not, I might just include like a few of these pages for someone to use, like whoever may end up with this journal in the end, and then they can do what they want with a few of these. Okay, let me see if I got a nice straight cut there. I think I did, but let me do one more. Well, actually, let me cut off. Well, let me fold it first. And then we'll decide what we're going to cut off. So let me see if it folds nicely. Let me put that down. Well, it's not cracking. Okay. See, it is browning. Need to cut this side again. This is not straight. Exactly. So let me cut this side a little sliver. That's the side we just cut. And then that piece didn't come off, so didn't cut. Okay, let me cut that real quick. Okay, and then this side, the length. I wouldn't make pockets out of this. It's too thin. You know, I would be worried about it just tearing, you know, if you try to put something in it. So I'm just going to cut this end off too, the other end. Or actually, it's the side of the paper. Okay, there we have a piece of paper. The width, or this way, is good. I have a feeling we're going to have to cut a little bit off though. But this is it. Let me see if it's cracking at all. It's really not. So let's put it in here and see what it does as far as size. It fits in there. Oh, it's sticking out a little bit. And that would definitely get tattered if I left it sticking out because, like I said, it's thin paper. Okay, so I still don't know if I'm going to put this in as a page, but I'm going to leave it in there for the moment and just see what I think and see what I feel like when I do bind it. If I feel like it's too thin, I'll just take it out and include it as part of like a goodie pack or something to put along with this journal. Okay, I think it's almost hard to cut this straight. It's so thin it doesn't want to even cut well, you know what I mean? Like if your paper is too thin, sometimes you need to put another piece of paper with it to get it to cut correctly. Okay, one more. Let's try it. All right, I did a nice chop there, so I think we're okay. All right, let's see how it does now. See how it fits. Yep, that fits in there. So it is in the cover nicely. So we'll see. I'll see what I feel like in the end when I go to bind the pages. And let's see, do we put any of the math? Or I guess these are not math. I should stop saying math. And we'll do one of these and then I gotta go. Let's do, I kind of want to do the cover. I think that would be neat, but let's see how it is. It's together. I might reinforce it with some washi. See the holes where the staples used to be? I think that would be a good idea to reinforce it with some washi and go ahead and put this in here as a page. So there's some blank here where I wouldn't be cutting off any words. Here's a picture on the back of this. And the inside you already saw. So let's cut a little bit off the length. And then I got to listen to myself and stop so I could go get ready for work. Oh my goodness. Once you get going, you don't want to stop, right? That might be a problem if I don't stop. Okay. Let's see, that length is still a little long. I'm going to have to cut. Let's see how I like this. This looks a little crooked here at the top. Let me cut that one more time. I don't know why I'm cutting crooked here, or if it's just my imagination. Because it feels like it's straight on here. Let me cut the other way. This way. Yeah, it really looks straight. Okay, I don't know. It's either my imagination or the words are crooked on the cover. Okay, there we go. All right, and then this bottom part, I'm going to need go right up to the words and see how it is. Oh, that fits. That fits. I still and I have a little leeway. Okay, let me grab some washi. Let me see what I have here. Well, this is very Tim Holtzy looking. It's got postage stamps on it. Or let me see, are those postage stamps or what are they? Let me see if this is going to come off of here. Oh yeah, okay. Yeah, that postage and postmark, it looks like postmarks. Okay, let me cut this end piece off because it's kind of tattered. We have a nice straight, strong edge there. And I'll put a little bit of, I probably don't need this on the inside and the outside. Let me look at the inside real quick. I think I'm going to put it in here. I think that would be best. And not put it on the other side. Unless I change my mind. Which is always a possibility. Okay. Let me get this going here today. I need to fill this up. I've been waiting for a coupon at Michael's to go get some Fabri-Tac. I usually don't. I usually just get my Fabri-Tac at Walmart. This is not Fabri-Tac, but this is the Art Glitter Glue. But I want to get some Fabri-Tac just to make sure I don't run out. And there was a 20% coupon at Michael's a few weeks ago, and I thought, that's not very much. They usually come out 30 or even a 50% off, regular prices. And they haven't had a coupon in weeks. It's like, what is going on? They're waiting for the holidays to put out the coupons. Like, I'm not out. I have, I think I have one bottle. I have the bottle I'm working on, and I have another bottle, but I just like to, you know, I'm kind of like, I like to have backups to my backups. There we go. Okay. It's a nice white washy too. So anyway, I'm trying to be patient and not just go buy it with, because I have a gift card. So if I have a gift card, of course it's free, but still I want to get the best deal I can. Don't want to waste my gift card. So if I have a coupon, I can definitely get more for my coupon, for my gift card than if I don't have a coupon. Especially if it were 50% off, like buy one, get one 50% off or something like that. Okay, now I feel like this is good. Nice and strong. Okay, let's put this in there. Let's see if it's not too wide. Very cool. Something very unique and different. A vintage English book cover. And it's cardstock, so it's nice and strong, but it's too wide. So let me cut it a little bit here on the edge. About 1/8 of an inch maybe would be good. Oh, yeah, still looks cool. And put that in here. Yep, now it's inside. Okay, let's see. I don't want to, I was trying to tap papers together, but I was afraid I was going to tear the telephone directory paper because that's the thin paper, so I'm being careful. Okay, it's all inside the cover. That is cool. That looks nice. See the washi. Of course, you won't see that, all of that. There's more papers will be there, but it looks really nice. And this is even red, kind of matches this red here. So anyway, we're going to have to stop there. So that's my new project I'll be working on. I'll come back and show you my next steps. And before you know it, we'll have a flip through. So as always, if you're interested in one of my journals, let me know. And before it goes into my eBay shop, and I will reserve it for you. Or if you need a journal and you want to see what I have available and you haven't seen, if you're new to my channel and you forgot what I've done, I have some journals in my shop now. I'm trying to, you know, kind of stock it up for the holidays, and people need gifts, and you know, it's nice to have it stocked up for the holidays. So I have a few in there right now. So check out my eBay shop. It's linked below, and you can just click on that link and you'll see everything. I actually have a shop. I don't have individual listings. So that means they group everything together, just like on Etsy. You can go and see everything in my shop. Just, you know, I just have it on eBay. So thank you for watching, and I'll see you in my next video. Have a great day, everybody.